I wanted to talk about how people still support Ayme, especially after victims of his allegedly weird behavior have tried speaking out. Don't get me wrong, I was never a hater. In fact, when I first started playing Ayme, I recognized his voice. And Visual K, he was once in a band. I talked a lot of this back in my Ayme account. I was quite the fan. So he's a band former lead singer. Out of respect to one of the victims, I won't share any screenshots they shared with me, but it was Miura meeting up with a minor at the time. The person shared dates and details that added up along with DMS. It just hurts that people still choose to disbelieve in the allegations because they haven't seen proof or it's innocent until proven guilty. Of course, the screenshots could be edited, but honestly, people have failed way too many victims because there wasn't enough evidence, and let's all be honest, no one would have proof of that.
Hi, if you're an Ayme fan, I want you to read this comment real quick. Okay, do you see what's wrong with that comment? It was left under my Miura May allegations video, the one pinned at the top, the very top. And this is just insensitive and very disrespectful to all victims because we don't need proof. We don't need proof. If there's multiple people coming out with allegations, then clearly something is going on. It needs to be seen as weird. It needs to be freaking looked into. But to say this just because there's not enough proof, or you don't have the proof, you haven't seen it, is insane. You can't be cherry picking who and who not to cancel just because they're your favorite artist, okay? Now, allegedly, Miura May was texting minors, meeting up with minors, going out with minors, asking them to do things allegedly. Like, even if the person said they were 16, it's still weird. Allegedly, of course, allegedly. I'm not trying to get sued here, like, at all. I think it's crazy to have this holier-than-thou attitude and then preach about something such as, like, hating Melanie Martinez and then continue to go support Miura May. That is insane. Not only is that insane, but hypocritical, okay? I swear, people have this holier-than-thou attitude, even though they're preaching these things, how, like, hating Melanie Martinez, like I said, just to go support someone that's still a bad person. Like, you can't preach something and not stick up with it. Like, you can't. Like, I preach things, but I will stick up to it. Like, to the very end. Like, it doesn't matter, because it's what I believe in. And even if it's all fake, which I doubt, because it's a solid story, like I said, I would rather believe victims over their abusers. Like, it's just common sense to believe victims. Even without proof, common sense, because why would you support someone who might be horrible over someone who, like, got done horribly wrong by them? Now, I would say you would think the Ayme fandom would agree because I consider them pretty woke, low-key. Like, whole fandom, woke because they're queer. Queer equals woke, automatically. But if you're in the Ayme fandom and still support these two people, and anyone that's horrible with allegations, I want you to block me.